Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly reading for June 13th to June 19th. I want to quickly thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Now let's find out what Spirit has in store for you this week. And hello to you, Cancer. Thank you for checking in. I'm anxious to see what Spirit has to say for you this week. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we start with the Hanged Man. So that's interesting. Already being contemplative this week, Capricorn. So we have the Three of Cups, the Friendship card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. So now Strength. So two power cards right next to each other, beneath each other. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit's definitely going to be talking to you about something this week, Cancer. We have the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So right off the bat, and in this little clump, like at the beginning of both parts of your reading, you see the Hanged Man asking you to learn to embrace the stillness, be one with what you have to do for your own well-being, for your meditation per se, just waiting to see what's going to happen. So you're being asked, Cancer, this week to just chill and see what's going on. So your tenacious nature might be a little challenged this week because right at the very beginning, it's saying just be patient, wait and see, take a beat to see what's going to happen this week. So that's how you're starting out. But you also have Strength. So with Strength and that Leo influence, also speaking to patience and self-confidence, your composure, having control over things without using that brute force. So your sense of composure and your strength, your patience, that's speaking to the Hanged Man as well. So something is requiring you to, in order for you to have that success or to feel like you are in control or you have some control over this issue, you're going to need to really just slow it down and really think about it. Since, Leo is associated with this card, you might want to consult a Leo, or maybe that's who's going to get you out of your usual routine. It's going to break your routine so that you do stop and think about things. And then you also have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is wonderful. It just gives you constant opportunities to improve, constant opportunities to do better. So you are at the center of the Wheel of Fortune, but it does continue to move, very cyclical. So it just keeps turning. In this case, it is going to be for a positive forward motion. And because you are taking the time to really stand back or sit back and say, let me digest this, let me see what needs to happen, what is required. So because of that, these things work very well together. That Wheel of Fortune, it is continually moving, but it's okay for you to stop and think about things. Maybe something is changing, a major change for you. So in this case, the Wheel of Fortune is not just turning for you, but it's really, when it moves forward, it's moving you into something. You see something big coming and you want to be prepared for that. So nothing wrong with that, Cancer. And you're very kind of a tough shell, kind of a tough nut to crack. But if you see that something needs your attention, then yes, you're going to lean into that. And in this case, less activity is better than more. So since I said that, let's look at your action card, your Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands represents foresight and having that creativity, being able to cooperate with someone, and just creative problem solving. So what better to help you have creative problem solving than stepping back and really thinking, taking that moment of quiet, that time that you're taking away for this, to really process what needs to happen. So that Three of Wands is saying, yes, you have this great foresight about this situation, but you need to give it time to come to the surface. You need to give it time to work its way up. And then your challenge, the Nine of Swords, that's saying that this is something that has probably been causing loss of sleep, something that's stressing you out, some source of anxiety. But that is more than likely why Spirit is telling you to, okay, you've put more energy than it needs, perhaps just more energy into this thing, because you know if you give something your energy, it's going to empower it and make it stronger. And this is not necessarily something you wanted to make stronger. It probably wasn't even your intention to make it stronger, but because you have been giving it so much energy, you've been moving into it, you've been moving forward with it. Lots of action has been invested in this, and it has created more of it created a monster instead of an answer. So in response to that Nine of Swords, stop, listen, look. Is that when you're crossing the street? I don't know what it is, Cancer, but the thing is you need to just reassess, step back for a minute, and it should come to you. It should work out for you. So let's look at your Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is in regard to perseverance and patience with long-term development. So with that with that Seven of Pentacles, it's saying exactly that. You need to take a moment. So seriously, if you've been thinking about something or working on something, or something has been your center of attention for a long time, perhaps it is time for you to just step back. Like we see, the wheel of, it's gonna continue. It's not like if you stop and think about this, or you take a little while longer, if this week is a week of contemplation, because the wheel continues to turn. So don't worry about that. It'll be waiting for you. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, just saying that you need to be able to juggle your resources. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it's saying that it's not necessarily something that has taken over your thoughts. I mean, it's an investment, and you have been patient, and you are patient for the long-term outcome. But then with the Two of Pentacles, it's saying, well, maybe this wasn't necessarily a good time, because you're already juggling resources. So that could definitely give some life to that Nine of Swords, that stressful, anxiety-ridden week. So don't give in to that. Just, stick with it. Know that you need to deliberate. You have to think about this. It's not something that's going to be easily decided. Don't jump into it. There's not one night of anything in your suit. So you are going to contemplate. You need to step back and think about this decision. And then you have the Three of Cups. And that is I love the Three of Cups. It's the friendship card. So with this, I'm just thinking that your friends are going to help you with that. So just seek your peers. Go to your friends and say, hey, this is something I'm thinking about. And actually, at this point, you probably have thought about it for a while, but now you need that real concentration, that embracing the stillness and really listening to your inner self. What am I thinking about this? That strength, that courage, how do I fortify this idea and make it come to be? And most of all, avoid that Nine of Swords. Don't fall into that pit where you are losing sleep, or you feel so stressed and so anxious about this whole situation that you really can't get in front of it. You can, Cancer, just use that very determined nature that you have, and the fact that you do care, that you do want this to work well, and it will. That's what I see for you this week, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. And I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.